Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I'm going to share with you a bunch of high-end luxury products that did not work for me. I really didn't like. A couple of these I bought myself. A lot of them were sent to me in PR, but you guys know I'm always honest about, regardless of if it's sent to me, if I loved it, hated it, if it was meh, whatever. So I'll try to explain really well why I didn't like them as we go through the video. I wanted to mention that this video is sponsored by HelloFresh. Might be my new favorite obsession. Tyler and I both, it came in the mail. It comes in like this insulated box so we could, you know, it could sit out for a while. So finally we cut into it and we were like, oh my gosh, 3 separate meals. And you can choose between classic, vegetarian, or family, depending on your, you know, lifestyle choices or just the way that you eat or who you're feeding, like if you've got a family to feed. And I love it because it really is all fresh. It had everything you needed. I think the only thing I needed to add was like water. It was amazing. So the first dish we tried was something I'd never thought to make. It was so delicious. It used so many different fresh ingredients. And I like that it's got the recipe right there. There's no guesswork. The things are already measured. A lot of the meals are one-pot meals. They're usually around 30 minutes to make. And they also have one that's like a 20-minute quick recipe for that one night a week that you know, like, oh my gosh, we have no time. And I like this because it's something that Tyler and I can do together. We can cook together if we want. You know, we both like to cook, but this is something that, you know, it's fun to do. It's exciting. You're trying new recipes and you know that you're eating some good, fresh stuff each night. And that, I think, alone is really exciting. Also, we had leftovers and they were delicious the next day too. So go to HelloFresh.com and enter the code JessicaBraun30 and you can get $30 off your first purchase. Okay, I don't even know where to begin. Let's start with the elephant in the room. This is the newest addition to this little area. Well, one of. It's the Marc Shameless Foundation. What in the world happened that this got released to the world? Like, it looked, there's a reason so many YouTubers are trying it and we're all like, what is going on? Now, I say that, I know that and I've even seen some of your guys' comments, there are some people out there that did like it. You must have to have a very specific way of applying it or a certain skin type where this would just work very well. I've tried it with a couple different primers. I've tried it with my hands, brush, and sponge. I don't know how to make this work. I've got pretty normal skin. It definitely tends to be a little drier, but it's not super dry. So for me, it would bunch up in the weirdest places. Like I was saying, I had really weird, like, I don't even know how to, it wasn't even like crepiness. It was like, it just gathered weird and I couldn't get it to blend out. It's like it set the way that it was and you couldn't change it and and then throughout the day it just got worse and worse and worse. So just bad. I keep saying I'm gonna keep trying it. Maybe I'll try it again. But every time I do, I wipe it off because I'm like, I can't do it. I literally cannot go to work with this on my face. It is absolutely terrible. Can't believe it is that expensive. Next product is a hair product. This is almost full and that makes me really sad. This is from Way Hair Care and it's their Memory Mist. It's the freaking smell. It is the smell of this stuff. It's like flames. Can anyone name that movie? It smells terrible. I don't know what it's supposed to smell like. And Way is really known for really good smelling hair care too. And this stuff was bad. And I couldn't really figure out, I'd spray it in my hair and I'm like, I think it's hairspray. It's a Memory Mist. It says it's a multitasking priming spray. It gives heat protection, shine, long-lasting memory, curls, blowouts, any of it. I used it as a hairspray. Didn't like it. It was just sticky. Tried to use it as maybe a little more like, oh, I'll just kind of texturize my hair with some dry shampoo. Didn't like it that way. I don't really heat style my hair much other than just blow drying it. So I mean, I guess I didn't get to try it in that way, but the smell of it alone, I cannot do it. I tried it like 4 or 5 different times and every time I'm like, now I smell like this all day. And all day long, I would like catch a whiff of my hair and I would want to vomit. It was so bad. And this, was I trying this before I was pregnant? Because I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, but Jessica, you're pregnant. I think I was trying this, but did I try it before I was pregnant though? I really don't know. Maybe it was because either way, it smells terrible, I can't do it. So if you have it and you're not pregnant and your nose isn't crazy, please let me know your thoughts on the smell. Next, this is from Givenchy. Okay, they sent this to me. It's their Larouche Sculpt two-tone lipstick. It's in the shade 01, Sculpt in Rouge. This is black and red. So I thought, no. What? Yep. It reminds me of like the black jelly beans here, but it's, I don't understand. I tried it on my lips both ways, like with the black on the outside and with the black on the inside. It looked crazy. It looked crazy. I don't understand what it's for. I know that there's this trend. I really like those Laneige two-tone lipsticks, but those, they have some where the colors go a little bit better together. I could not figure this out. What? And so formula-wise, it's definitely very creamy, the kind where it's just gonna wipe right off, you know what I mean? Which there's nothing wrong with that. Most regular lipsticks do that. But with this two-tone idea, mixing it with the fact that it's really, really creamy, I think it's just a weird, weird product. Next letdown was from Cargo. I had this idea in my mind that I wanted to do a Cargo brand like best and worst and try a whole bunch of their products because no one really talks about them. Well, this was the first product I bought in pursuit of doing this video, and then I was like, you know, let's go ahead and pump the brakes. I'm gonna need to think about if I really want to invest a bunch of money in Cargo makeup. I really like their blushes and bronzers. They are fantastic. They stay on all day. This was their one base concealer and foundation in one, and the idea is that it's just a little doe foot wand, and you can apply it just to maybe certain areas of your face. Instead of putting foundation everywhere, you can just apply it in a few places, kind of blend it in, and then it just, you know, all together would even your skin tone out. I love that idea. However, I can do that with regular foundation. You know what I mean? This, I was like, well, maybe I'll use it as a concealer, but it doesn't cover enough. It just kind of blends away, and that was the problem. I have, you know, like a few blemishes here. I cannot get it to cover it. I mean, I would put on 3 layers. I'm like, well, what am I doing? Now I'm just wasting this product for no reason. So I just felt like it didn't serve any purpose. And if I'm gonna go in and put things all over my face to cover blemishes, well then can it cover some blemishes? Because this one sure did not. This was a weird one. This is from IT Cosmetics. It's their superhero liner. Let me see, maybe it's working again. Nope. This, okay, let me start by saying I freaking love the superhero mascara. One of my favorites, but it is pricey, so I don't buy it all the time. I have drugstore favorites I'd rather use, like the Essence Lash Princess Mascara. It's the one with the lime green, mint green. This is one of my favorites, it's like $5. So it's like, I don't really want to spend $20 on mascara when I can use, and actually I'm wearing that on my lashes today. Anyway, so I like the superhero mascara. This liner, I think they sent to me at some point, and guys, I can't get it to like be black. It, you know, you can kind of swatch it and it's black. But when I would try to apply it, you know, today I used like a powder liner, so I didn't actually use a liquid liner, and I would try to create a wing with it. It was like I couldn't fill in the gaps. It's weird. It's like a Crayola marker. Like there's just gaps in there, so I'm going over it over and over again, and then finally it'll get blacker, but I'm like, okay. Again, there are drugstore products that are better. The NYX Epic Ink Liner, I literally bring up in every video. It's so good, and it's $5 or $7. And this is, I'm sure, over $20 or right around there. And you have to use a ton of it to get it to work. And even then, there would still be weird areas that I like couldn't fill in. It was just odd, very odd. It felt like, okay, let's see if this analogy makes sense. You know when you have sidewalk chalk and you're writing on the sidewalk and you're trying to like color, and there's always like, no matter how much you color in one place, there's always parts of the cement that aren't being colored in. So you keep going and finally it looks mostly colored in. That's how I felt with this. That was a pretty good analogy. Good job, Jess. Next product is this Pure Get a Grip eyeshadow primer. Expensive for an eyeshadow primer. It is so thick. It's so thick you almost can't get it out of the tube. Like I am squeezing and squeezing. There we go, gosh. It's really thick. And it's hard to spread out. And then once you do, it would collect in certain areas and create like a line. And so I try to blend that out quickly, but it sets so fast. You're like, huh, like you have no time to work with this. And I can't decide if it's because it's so thick. I don't know. And I haven't used it that much. And as I'm squeezing, like, it's like not even full. So I think this was a huge miss. Again, even for the price tag, I'm like, why would anyone pay that? I feel like it's similar to like the Milani, and you can just feel it. I wish you guys could feel this. It's like, sticky, but like you have glue on your hand, not even glue. Oh, it's giving me the heebie-jeebies, like nails on a chalkboard. Sorry if that freaks you out. Freaks me out too. I freaked myself out. Another dud is this blush. What? Oh yeah, it is a blush, but it's Butter London Glazin Blush Gelée. Cool idea. It's very like a jelly, almost like pudding. However, I've tried it now for a while. I tried it in a video, but I had told you, I realized after you guys showed me like, hey, you idiot, you put that over powder. Of course it didn't work. You guys are right. So I tried it a couple more times and it just looks so patchy and weird on your cheeks. I can't, and the color, they sent me all of them. I've already gotten rid of the others, but this is the color Dazzle I'm getting rid of as well. It just doesn't look good, period. I can't figure it out. I've tried it with the sponge, with my fingers, with the brush, all of it. It just looks patchy and weird, and then it sits in that area, and then you look like a clown, then you have to wipe it off. It's just not a good product. So this one was really surprising to me. It's the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation, and so I was so excited to own this. So I'm gonna insert some footage of me with this on my face so you can see it. Okay, I literally stopped. I can't do it. This is the Becca Aqua Luminous Perfecting Foundation. I know I look ridiculous, I'm quite aware. Can you see how it, like, look at that. That's what I'm remembering it doing. I'm washing this off. I can't even do it. I literally stopped. So it looks, you know, from a distance, I'm like, whoa, there's some coverage where I have it. But then you look up close, I cannot get that to blend in. Look at that. I've tried it with a sponge, a brush. Nope, not worth the money. Save your money. So obviously, I don't know what in the heck. This stuff, it was just weird. It was just weird. I can't figure out how people are making this work. And this was one that I'd had in a foundation declutter. And I was like, let me try it one more time because I'm not sure how I felt, but I remembered not liking it. And so what you just saw was me trying it one more time and realizing, no way. So that was this morning. I literally wiped it all off and put on something different. I couldn't do it. It looked so bad. Like worse than, honestly, worse than the Marc Jacobs. Probably close. If you have this and it works for you, what are you doing? What primer are you using? How are you applying it? Please let me know because I want to make this work. This was not cheap. I have it in the shade Fair, by the way, if you were curious. So those were all of my products that I really didn't like, I didn't get on with on the luxury, more expensive side of things. If you like this kind of a video, I know it was very negative. Let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and I hope you'll subscribe before you leave and hit that little notification bell. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.